Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm super excited to share with you that this month I will be guest designing for SugarPea Designs, and this is my first card for them, which is so adorable. I think I decided to create first of all a clean and simple card, as these cards are my favorites to make, but I decided for the ones that really like a scene to really subtle, add a scenery. You will see how. And I don't know if it counts, but for me it counts. So, what am I using today? I purchased this Hey Fall stem set from SugarPea Designs, which is adorable. I love the bear from SugarPea Designs, and there are 4 sets like this. There is a Hey Spring, Hey Fall, Hey Winter, and Hey Summer, which are all amazing, and if you have them all, you can combine them all. Now this one is Hey Fall, but I saw this bear with a scarf, and the first thing that I thought was this can be used for fall, but definitely also for winter. So I'm creating some sort of a Happy Meal card, winter inspired. I'm using hello as my sentiment, which can include every card that you might need in winter or fall, however you are coloring this in or using this. Now, as I said, I wanted to make a winter card. This bear is going to be a polar bear. So I'm using some warm grays, a red accent, because who doesn't love a bit of red? And I'm just doing some flicking from the edges. I want to create some shadow, but I'm not covering the whole image of this bear with the grays. I just want to have the illusion of some shadowing, but actually this bear should be white. So I'm leaving it after the flicking to fade out into the white area of the belly and the face and all those things. So really simple coloring today, but again, that's always nice. And I'm building up my layers. Now, if you want to revisit the color combinations that I used today, I am listing them on the blog post, so that can always be handy for you. Here I'm going back and forth until I like the depth created, and then we move on. So I started with the red because from time to time when I'm going outside the lines, you know that I use the colorless blender to help me fix those mistakes. Now reds and purples as well, those colors are really difficult for me sometimes to get it cleaned up again if I went outside the lines. So just to avoid a cleanup that didn't work, I decided to start with the red. If the cleanup wouldn't work, then I could start again, and I only had done one of the items from the coloring. So the bird, I'm going to do it bright yellow. Why? Because I'm going to make a clean and simple card, but I'm using white, of course, and then a really dark layout, extra elements of my background. So I thought this might bring some joyful colors into the card, so why not? Going back and forth until I like the blend, and then I'm taking those matching dies and I'm cutting all these images out. Now for the background, I'm using this Card Front Element Builder 3. I already had number 2, which I truly adored, and then they asked me to be guest designer and to check out which products I want to use, and I ordered this one because it's fabulous. Again, also if you like CAS cards, these dies with several items inside of them are so useful. So the idea, I have first of all my A2 size panel with some lovely details thanks to this die, and then I'm going to create onto a piece of paper on the side, I'm going to create a night sky. So as I said, clean and simple card, but there are some scenery details on top of it, you know, and you will know that the idea was to subtle to incorporate a subtle background somewhere in the CAS card. So I have here my blue distress inks as well as a black Soot. I'm going to create a really dark one. So I'm ink blending. I'm using the same brush for all of these colors because they are quite similar, and it's going to be a blue gradient. So I keep going back and forth until I like the blend, and that's going to be the night sky. Now I'm also going to splatter some white gouache, of course, so that I have those stars. And then you can see the bird, the yellow bird, as maybe the light source. I don't know, it can be however you wanna call it. So here, adding that black as well, that really helps with darkening. Also, I think if you want to recreate this card and do it for other themes, it can perfectly. So for fall, or do a stripe in each of those fall colors, like the green, the reds, the browns, and the oranges. Imagine there are 4 stripes, I think, so it's perfect. The hello, you can do a pattern paper, or you can put a pattern paper behind the bars, cut the bars out of the panel, and then have something underneath it. Many ways to recreate this card in completely different ways, and you know that it works because you made it once, and the design goes very well. So I created again that same shade or gradient of blues because I wanted the hello to be in the same sort of gradient as the bars. So here I'm splattering that white gouache all over. I will set it aside to dry, and in the meantime I cleaned up my desk, and once it was dry I could cut out all of the elements. So here, that's the layout, and these are the end results. Now important is to keep those bars in the same order, because of course otherwise the gradient would be interrupted. So my bear is going to sit on the galaxy. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. You see here the bear is sort of sitting, and in the stem set for the fall you can definitely see a tree trunk or a pumpkin. I think you can put him on as well, but I decided to leave the fall theme and to use it another time and create something else. So the hello now placement, you can again switch it up if you want to. But my original idea was to have the hello on the top, so I kept that idea. I also cut the hello twice out of a white cardstock to just have it a bit thicker and a bit sturdier than just one layer. And once I'm happy with placement, I'm going to add everything. Now I must admit, bars, stripes, I'm addicted, I think, so that's also why this card front element builder 3 was so striking for me that I wanted to have it, but I want to keep the spacing, you know. It's perfect as it is in my opinion, so I just made sure to place that first bar as I wanted it to be, and then I took the negative to help me inlay those other bars. Now, to have some dimension, as we are making a clean and simple card, to just add something more, I decided to use some Darice foam strips to put behind these bars, and just have a bit of dimension going on. So that's what we are doing. Here I'm taking that negative, always handy to keep it close by, checking whether that worked, whether it was all straight, and then I could just continue with those other inlays as well. And I don't know, what do you think about sort of having that galaxy idea in those basic elements that we are adding to this clean and simple card? I don't know, it's the first time that I did this and I quite like it, but of course I'm curious to know your opinion about it. But I think it's a really nice detail, but again, I would switch it up, change the colors to, for example, autumn, or if you want to make it a love themed card, you can use several reds and just have love or anything like that instead of the hello. But I kept the hello from the die set because I really like the script. Also, I think you can add another word to it, so hello winter, or hello you, or hello friends, you know, many ways to make this card your own and to create it for different occasions without any issues. Now, so the hello is 3 times on top of each other, so that I'm just going to add it straight on there. The bear, however, is sitting on those bars where I used the Darice foam strips. So just to have the same height for the head and the body, I'm also using the same strips. And a bit of liquid glue there where there is an overlap between those two elements. And this card is coming together so quickly. Or imagine just having fun ink blending and then just cutting these elements out and just making those cards with those ink blended items that you really love. Truly, I think it's clear that I love these these card front element builders. It's incredible. So first card being a clean and simple, I thought that was strike one. Now for the other cards, I already made them. So there are 3 completely different cards in my opinion. There will be a scene card. Yes, I'm doing that with some incredible products that you will see next week, and then the final week it will be a clean and simple card again, but a rainbow card. So I'm hoping that you are getting excited about that, because I truly enjoyed making all of these cards using all of these incredible products. And of course I bought many more products than I needed for my projects this month. So whenever I have time, I will be making some cards with SugarPea Designs, so I hope that you enjoy that. But it's such a cute brand, and they have stamps for each and every one. They have stamps for people that are like me and like really cute critters. These bears are incredible. They have penny sentiments. They have some incredible dies, and then of course you have some clean and simple products to make some fabulous cards as well. So yeah, I'm really excited about being a guest this month. That being said, I added everything on top of this card base and added some stickles to finish it up. So this is my clean and simple card, my first project. Definitely check out the blog post if you're interested to see how I did this again and which products I used. I want to thank you all for stopping by and taking the time to watch this video. I truly appreciate you all. I want to wish you all a fabulous day, and I'll be back soon with some new crafty inspiration. Bye!